Kubor Nongïalam jong Nongsan Hima.
Kublai yapi baro, Nikpidang Sabha yapi, Shagani ke Jylla buat ulat ke Jylla, Usri Satyapal Malik, halor kibat ki jura, ki bedai, buat kari, buat ke Jylla. Hagani ke Jylla buat ulat, minyak keren, halor kimat, kiba kari, kamat, agini kisri, buat kumjuru, ki ai kita kimat, ki bakta, iki nong snong, jong ke Jylla jungi. Ale minta ini sengap, ya kini ke Jylla keren, apa ulat, buat menongsan Hima. Kublai shubun. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome to this program. Thank you so much for your time. Sir, a few months are left before you demit office, before you complete your 5-year tenure as governor.
10 years, 5 years.
So you have been governor of Bihar, then Jammu and Kashmir, Goa, now Meghalaya. In brief, sir, can you tell us how this journey has been as governor?
It has been very good, very educative and very paying.
Sir, we have also seen that you're one of the most vocal governors in this era, where no other governor has been, raising his voice against a lot of issues. So, what made you, sir, to come out with all guns blazing and?
No, I have not spoken on anything or everything. I am from a farmers movement background. I was with Charan Singh, and during this farmers movement, 700 farmers died at the border of Delhi, and nothing was said from the side of government. Even if a dog dies, they sent condolence. So I was very agitated about that. So then I spoke about it. I met Honorable Prime Minister and told him my feelings. And I don't comment on each and everything of any government wherever I was.
So the agitation, the farmers' agitation, it was for more than a year after the government was forced to withdraw the 3 laws. Are you happy that the government?
Yes, I am happy. I was trying for this only, that they उनकी समझ में आ जाए. Ultimately, it went to their head and they have withdrawn these 3 draconian laws.
But that was more of a political move because of the UP elections.
Whatever it is, but for farmers it was good.
But are you happy, or is there something more that should be done for farmers?
Yes. This MSP, legalizing MSP is required.
But the government has not done anything. So.
They have not done, and if they don't do, then I am afraid farmers' movement will erupt again. Movement has not finished. It is only dharna which has been postponed. Movement is always there, and if they come again, they will come with added strength.
True. Sir, they say that the farmers are the backbone of this country, the economy. But do you think this government and the previous governments have done enough for farmers?
No government, even after the freedom, no government has done enough for the farmers. They have been ignored, they have been cheated, they have been exploited. No government.
What do you have to say about the farmers in Meghalaya? Maybe you have met some of them.
Here farmers are not in that large number that their issues, yes, certain issues are there. I am going to talk to the Honorable Chief Minister about them. There is, when they come to sell their produce, they have to pay so many things at so many places. But here farmers movement is not very powerful, and farming is not a very important activity in Meghalaya.
You have pointed to a very pertinent point where they have to pay so many things in so many places. We'll come back to that, sir. Sir, one of the hallmarks of your governorship was the allegation that when you were the governor of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, you were offered a bribe of about 300 crore.
That has been not taken properly. I never said I was offered bribe to me. Nobody could have dared to do it. I was told by various people and including the officials that there is so much of money involved in it. Whosoever will support these deals will get that much of money.
300 crore.
300, 150 in one and 150 in another.
So like 6 months after that, after you had made that speech, the CBI has registered 2 cases, if I'm not mistaken. So, do you think there's more to it than that?
I'm happy because see, if they have registered a case, at some point of time they will ask me also. Then I will tell them more things. And corruption is the major thing responsible for Kashmir crisis. So if CBI does its work properly, that will be contained to a great extent.
So like you said, corruption is the greatest bane, maybe not only in Kashmir, but all across the country. So what is your view on this? Like how can we really fight against this corruption?
One thing is that society has to fight it. Society should get up and fight against it. The problem is that society is not that alert and militant that they fight their corrupt leaders. Corrupt leaders never lose the election. Nobody asks them what is happening. Even the central government know many things about many people and they are still there.
And they don't do anything about it.
I don't know why.
So since you have a very close connection with the center, because you have been appointed by the President of India, and they also say that governors are agents of the center. So during the course of your governorship, you have made several allegations against the central government. You've spoken out.
Now please correct yourself. I have not made any allegations against the central government. I have told only those things which were in their interest. If they do this, they will be benefited. After all, farmers think this taking back these laws, ultimately they did it, but after a year. So if they would have done it pehle se, so these 700 people won't have died at the Delhi border.
So like you've been speaking about the Prime Minister also. I've seen your speeches.
No, I have great respect for him and I have good relationship with him. I have not spoken against him. But yes, once I said when I went to see him, then his attitude was arrogance. I didn't use some other word. He was not amiable.
When you went to discuss about the
farmers issue.
So was there at any point of time where the President or the Prime Minister himself
they were kind enough not to say anything to me.
So no interference
No,
from this.
nothing.
So like you have made, many people have come out to support you also in your statements regarding farmers, MSP, the 3 black laws as they say. But for people in Meghalaya, they have hardly seen the governor, their governor, speaking about issues related to Meghalaya. So in your short tenure, like about maybe nearly 2 years now, what do you see, sir, in Meghalaya? How is the governance?
Governance here, it should be seen by the people, not by me. Nobody has come to me to complain against the government, not any political party, political person or the people. So I'm not here to just to find out fault with any government. But yes, if somebody comes to me, then I'll inquire about it and will speak about it. But till date, no one can claim that we went to the governor and we complained about this ministry or that ministry, or so many things are I'm seeing in the papers coal problem, some other things, but nobody has come to me.
Officially, no one has.
No, no one.
But based on those media reports, have you ever got in touch with the government?
Yes. Chief Minister, he generally visits me, and in those meetings I raise those issues, and I am satisfied with his answers.
But the people are not satisfied. Because
Then
if you look around,
they should do what is required in democracy. They should come to me. They should protest against that. So I am not seeing any protest anywhere.
so okay, apart from what I had pointed out, we have also seen the Honorable Meghalaya High Court intervening on several issues, right from traffic jam up to illegal coal mining, illegal limestone mining. So don't you think that these are the lapses because of misgovernance?
So what Honorable High Court is doing, in my opinion, is not wrong. It's good. That helps the government also to correct themselves.
So as governor, I think you must have seen in the media reports about the recent enforcement directorate taking the papers, documents, everything related to the implementation of the Saubhagya scheme in Meghalaya.
We also review of various schemes in various departments, and we have sent it to the Prime Minister, Home Minister and the Chief Minister. As far as this issue is concerned, it is between the government and the department. I don't know what they are doing, but it's not of much consequence.
In your review, did you review all the central schemes or just
Yes, central schemes.
all? How do you find the implementation, sir?
I was not satisfied with everything, but yes, in some sectors it was good.
Some sectors. So what were the lapses that you...
Lapses are not, generally speaking, lapses are not being serious enough about them. In Odisha, Odisha was also in my charge for 2.5 months. Health sector, I asked the district magistrate when I was reviewing, what percentage of the deliveries in your district are institutional delivery? He told me 100%. I asked him how did it happen. He told me that our ASHA workers, they keep tab on every pregnant woman. We have got an ambulance at every primary health center, and when there is any development, we intervene and take that lady into our... So, and the same thing I asked about this housing, PM housing. They told me that we have already finished the money, we are asking more money.
Is that happening also in Meghalaya? Similar thing, is it happening?
Not similar, but yes, in some departments it's happening, some it's not happening to that.
So
But by and large, government in Meghalaya is pro people. People are happy with them.
people are happy.
Yeah.
But sir, there's also an allegation that in this government, ever since this government has taken over in 2018, there is a Kotori conglomerate of people.
Oh, everywhere is that.
No, sir, but here it's very prominent, sir. So this group of people, which they call themselves as high level, you know, they don't fear the law, they don't fear the police, they don't fear anything.
Then people should, अभी तो elections are coming, people should tell them, उनको सबक सिखाना चाहिए फिर. But the coterie or corrupt people or people who don't fear the law, they should be taken care of by the people.
No, sir, I think people also expect, that since they have elected a government, that government also should act in their interests.
Their basic duty is that.
But they are not doing it, sir. Maybe we have seen in media reports several of these illegalities are happening just few minutes back, you had pointed out that farmers here, they have to pay something everywhere. We have numerous gates, illegal or legal, we don't know.
Yes, I have also seen that.
So people have to pay, whether they carry vegetables or sand or stones or whatever. Sir.
Sand people and stone people can pay, but the farmer, poor farmer, should not be subjected to this payment.
So is that not a illegality, sir?
That is illegality, that should be taken care of. I'll also speak to the Chief Minister. I'm meeting him in a day or two. Tomorrow, though, he is in convocation in Nehu, and after that, I'll call him and talk to him. But to my satisfaction, whatever I have suggested, he has acted on that.
But it's strange, sir, that no one has come to you with complaints.
No one.
Even the opposition has.
No opposition leader or no opposition party.
They have not said like, look, sir.
They have not given me any memorandum. They have not submitted any complaints, and they have never come to me to intervene in anything.
Suppose, sir, like somebody tomorrow, after this interview, maybe they'll say, okay, maybe we should go to the...
I'll listen to them and I'll take proper action, what is required, what is needed.
So another thing, like regarding certain issues in Meghalaya, what is pending now with the centre is this ILP, the inner line permit, which they call. So the Home Minister had come, had listened to various people, various groups. Have they also taken your views, sir, the centre?
It is up to the Meghalaya leadership to convince Delhi people, sir, we need it for our betterment, and it can happen. But I always spoken to Kashmir people also, that by having these 200 boys, you cannot fight world's third largest army. But by talking, you can get anything. Here, your government is on very good terms with the centre. They, along with the opposition, they all should go and talk that we require it for our betterment. I'll also support them.
When it comes to ILP?
I have no reservation of mine. I am in favor of the state. Whatever they think good, I also say that yes, good for you.
So another issue which is likely to hurt, or which is hurting the Northeast, as you know, Northeast is a conglomeration of so many tribes, so many dialects and languages. There was a recent issue regarding the imposition of Hindi. That, people should.
That's not imposition. To certain classes, that subject is being suggested to be made necessary.
So, but looking at the signs, because we are reading the signs also, ever since the BJP government had come in 2014, step by step they are going towards uniformity. One culture, one language, one religion.
In India, it can never happen. India is a vast country with different cultures, different communities. We have to respect that. We cannot force this uniformity.
But in the preceding years, we've never seen such kind of aggressiveness on pursuing this agenda of one nation, one language, one culture.
Where is it being pursued? Just tell me. My complaint is they are not doing anything.
So, like when it comes to Hindi, there's this fear that it will be made compulsory.
It won't be made compulsory. As far as never. In no country you can't force things like that.
No, but we have seen.
But yes, in large areas of the country, the students suffer due to this English medium because they are not good in it, and their In every exam, English is required. So there should be some way out for them. That not English, their mother tongue should be allowed. Better would be if we give preference to the mother tongue of the regional languages. They should be encouraged.
And recognize it.
Yes,
Like we are fighting for Khasi and
of
Garo
course.
languages.
Khasi, in which schedule do you want?
8.
8 schedule.
So do you think it's time that the government also recognizes?
अभी
the-
तो बहुत there are so many languages where this demand is being made, but yes, at some point of time it will be accepted.
Because India has always been a plural society. So what is your message to those people who are trying to, work overtime to impose, a common culture on minorities?
I differ with them and I say they are talking nonsense. It should not be done. A country like India cannot be held together by forcing such things. We have to respect every language, every area, every people.
So another dangerous sign that we are seeing in this country is this constant Hindu-Muslim divide, where people they bring in very divisive issues just to create that division among us.
I have been speaking everywhere in my speeches that these issues are being raised just to avoid the basic issues like महंगाई, unemployment, farmers issues. Hindu-Muslim issue should not be raised. They are here. They have decided to stay here. In our areas, our people went to the railway platform and brought them back. Don't go to Pakistan. Stay with us.
That was when?
47.
1947. So like you said, bringing in these, people who are talking about these issues.
People are not serving this country proper if they are raising Hindu-Muslim issues and if they are encouraging that, whosoever it may be.
And it's and what is alarming is it's happening very constantly, sir.
Yes, there are certain forces who are
They're
out
working
to
overtime to
do, yes,
do this.
yes.
Do you think India will survive, will be able to withstand all these, sir?
Of course, India is a resilience of the country you don't understand. India can survive any challenge. I have great faith in this country.
Maybe we can withstand outside pressure, but what about the internal strife and all that?
Internal strife can be taken care of by the government if government is tough and understanding. Then it can be dealt with.
So like you said, those people who are speaking about divisive issues, they are trying to deflect the attention from
Of course,
unemployment.
these are no issues between Hindus and Muslims. The issues which are being raised are of no consequence. In Jodhpur, in Rajasthan, there was no communal tension in 1947 also. But this time on a bust of a freedom fighter, somebody put some flag. Another group came, he put their flag and they fought. What is it? Is it an issue to fight? It's just to create problems and just to avoid people's attention towards basic things. 15% increase है इसमें महंगाई में. Nobody is talking about that. 3 साल से भर्ती नहीं हुई है फौज की. And boys they are crying कि साहब हमारा एज खत्म हो जाएगा. Nobody is talking about that. So these are the issues. And these teachers, they are talking about salary. They should talk about the improvement in education system.
across the board. I mean, all over the country, across the board.
Tell me, India is such a large country. We have got only 12 Nobel Prizes. Out of that, 6 are people based in another country. One is Mother Teresa, one is Rabindranath Tagore. So we have not produced Nobel laureate from our education system. In American and British universities, every university has got 50, 80, 100 Nobel laureate.
So there's a deep fault within the education system.
No, because we are not taking education seriously. Even priority in national scheme, in the eyes of government also. I have been Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. You will be surprised to know, since inception of Parliament, in no year there was a debate during budget. There was no debate on education. When all departments are debated and passed, then certain departments were clubbed together and without debate they have been passed. Then it is said गिलोटिन करते हैं, उसको फांसी देना, वो पास कर देते हैं.
The grants.
No serious debate has taken place in Parliament of India on education.
Is it because there are too many uneducated people in Parliament?
No, very, very, very educated people are there, but to them it's not a priority.
That's true. We have seen Meghalaya in the last 2 years or so. What is your message to the people of the state on what issues they should focus, on what issues they should fight, on what issues they need to improve so that they can prosper?
They should encourage tourism. They should encourage investment from other parts. And the people who have invested here and doing business, they should not be harassed, and so that they take message to other parts. Yes, you go and do business in Meghalaya, and think of overall development of the state instead of petty things.